ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our singing star, Miss Kitty Reed.
Hello world, this is Miss Kitty Reed. Kathleen and I are here today to talk about The Forbidden, the second book in the Courtship of Nellie Fisher series. It was published in 2008 by Bethany House. Nellie Mae Fisher is determined to marry her boyfriend Caleb Yoder. Caleb's father forbids his son from marrying Nellie, as all her family has left the Old Order Amish Church and joined the New Order, led by Preacher Manny, which teaches salvation by faith alone. If Caleb marries Nellie without his father's permission, he will not inherit his father's farm. Nellie is still Old Order and wants to prove her loyalty to the church, so Caleb's father will trust her. The Old Order bishop has allowed a grace period, and anyone who joins the New Order in that period will not be shunned. The New Order is rapidly gaining members, although some want not just a new theology, but new technology as well. Those who want tractors, telephones, electricity, and cars join a beachy Amish Mennonite church. Caleb is forbidden from seeing Nellie, but he drops letters in her mailbox and they sneak out for meetings. Meanwhile, Nellie's sister Rhoda is dissatisfied with her life. She wants a boyfriend, she wants a car, and she wants to explore the world she gets glimpses of while working as a housekeeper for an English family. She eventually buys a car. Her father finds out and she decides to leave home and live with her older brother who has joined the Beachy Church. She buys English clothes and wears them while her employer invites her to dinner with their single nephew. Rosanna and Elias King are raising baby twins Eli and Rosie. Rosanna's cousin Kate made an arrangement during her pregnancy to give her children to Rosanna, who is unable to bear children. Kate has been coming over once a day to nurse the babies, but her behavior toward Eli becomes increasingly bizarre and protective, while ignoring Rosie. When Rosanna and Elias go to the New Order church, Kate becomes even more upset that Eli won't grow up Old Order. While she is nursing Eli, Rosanna goes to tend to the laundry, and Kate kidnaps Eli. She and her husband refuse to give him back. During a meeting with the bishop, Rosanna realizes that since she won't get Eli back because of her devotion to the New Order Church, the twins should grow up together. She gives Rosie to Kate. Nellie and her sister Nan grow closer together after Rhoda leaves. They take in Caleb's sister Rebecca, who is kicked out of the house when she attends the New Order Church. To appease his father, Caleb talks to the deacon's daughter, Susanna, at a singing, and finds out she was the one who placed an ad in the newspaper for Nellie's bakery shop. The ad gave Nellie a lot of business, but some Old Order people disapproved of Nellie supposedly catering to Englishers. Nellie comes to the singing late, and when she sees Caleb and Susanna, she runs out. Caleb later takes Nellie out one night to explain and apologize. They come in from the cold in an unused part of his grandfather's house, and they kiss for the first time. Nellie takes off her head covering and lets her hair down for Caleb, and they eventually fall asleep, only to be waken up by Caleb's grandfather, who assumes the worst. Caleb is kicked out of his father's house and must work for his grandfather to pay off his sins. Nellie, filled with guilt, goes to the New Order Church and believes it to be the truth. She gives her life to Jesus while praying in her father's woodworking shop. The brother of her deceased sister Susie's boyfriend happens upon Nellie one day and gives her a bracelet with a Bible verse on it. Susie's boyfriend gave it to her the day she died. Nellie gives it and Susie's diary to Rhoda, but keeps a picture of Susie. Caleb tells Nellie he will marry her no matter what, but she is now committed to the New Order, and they break up. The end. This was a very engaging story that had so many interesting storylines. They were all handled well, and all were given enough time. Beverly Lewis really knows how to make realistic characters. Even Kate and Caleb's father are not completely evil, despite their horrible actions. Kate had postpartum depression, and Caleb's father regrets that his older son got his girlfriend pregnant, so he is overly strict with his other children. The whole book leaves you with so many questions about human nature and the characters' motivations. Was Rhoda really made for English life, or was she experiencing some upset about being passed over for marriage and thought the grass was greener on the other side of the fence? Was Caleb right in trying to appease his father? What about the Beachy Amish Mennonites? Nellie's parents regard the Beachy Church, including some of their own children, as, at best, getting carried away with the idea of change, or, at worst, insincere converts abusing the church split to follow after worldly possessions. But this comes off to me as somewhat ironic. The New Order sees the Old Order as being in bondage to the Ordnung, or Amish rules, and blindly following traditions for salvation. But if you are no longer slaves to the Ordnung, why not allow cars and technology? Isn't the New Order still serving the Ordnung dress and technology rules, just with a different view on salvation? It makes for some very interesting questions. As in the last book, I loved Nellie's character. She was so real. I do wonder why her conversion was so glossed over, this being her story and a book heavily focused on conversion. Please remember that I love Nellie, but her extreme guilt over kissing Caleb made for some unintentional humor. If you just read Nellie's reaction, you'd think they went a lot further. I give this book a 7 out of 7. I think a lot of Amish fiction fans will love it, and a wider audience could enjoy the many dramatic storylines. Our next book will be The Longing, the third and final book in the Courtship of Nellie Fisher series. Please check with your local library to see if they have it on the shelves. If not, I am sure they would be happy to get it for you through interlibrary loan. This has been Amish Book Club with Miss Kitty Reed. This is Miss Kitty Reed and Kathleen signing off. See you later on Amish Book Club.
Living in the rhythm that I'm speaking of. You'll be happy in your work if you're in love. You'll be happy in your work.